One of the biggest fears of a YouTuber is maybe that the content is not spectacular enough and maybe boring for the audience, and that it is not good enough. And that leads to that the content creator or content creators, they do more and more spectacular things and maybe dangerous things also, or maybe on TikTok, Instagram. So when I started with YouTube in 2012, that is 14 years ago, there it was enough if you switched on the camera and said hello. That was something very special, because everything was special at that time on YouTube. So it started maybe with some animal videos or random videos, whatever. But there was a tiny outdoor and bushcraft community in Germany. My first videos, they were in English, I think. My channel was called Kids and Nature, because my intention at the beginning was to connect children, especially little children, young children, with nature. Because at that time my children also were very young, and I went with them into the forest all the time, and together we explored the forests. And yeah, I made then a lot of YouTube videos. And there were not many other people doing that kind of stuff. There were the first YouTube channels that were famous, for example, Joe Robinette in America, and in Germany maybe Sepp Waldhandwerke was one of the first. One survival ranger, Joe Vogel, he's a German survivalist. Yeah, that was really the start. And maybe you received 30, 50, 70 views. I remember my first 13 views, and it was something very special. I remember one time one video had 600 views. That was absolutely crazy. Now in our days, 600 views, for me it's still a lot, to be honest. If you have a new channel, 600 views is a lot. But in comparison to YouTube now, to other channels, many other channels, 600 views is nothing. At that time, maybe. So big channels, they have several million views. So 14 years ago they didn't. If you had a few hundred views, that was a lot. So but then YouTube was growing and growing and growing. And I'm talking about that because I was walking through the forest now, and I thought, oh, what a boring content, man. Walking around the forest and talking a little bit. But on the other hand, that's genau, now I'm mixing German to English, this is exactly the kind of content I'm watching. And yeah, I want to make that content because I really like channels, small channels. I'm always happy to find new small channels. So with the first few videos, maybe 10 videos or something, or less, and then to watch them growing and how they behave in the beginning and so on. I really like those channels. And then you can see how they grow or not. Maybe some are stable, they don't grow, they are always the same. Depends on the channel. Yeah, but they are mostly authentic, and that's what I like most. Those authentic channels. And why do I like it? Yeah, because there was a time I liked very spectacular videos with a lot of action and so on, speaking loud and full of energy. I made it myself. There was a time when I was talking like that also, because it was also new on YouTube, to make a lot of noise. Yeah, you can say to make noise in your videos. And then everybody was making noise. So when I started to making noise, like I had in Germany, I had my introducing sentence was, so hello people, welcome here to the nature.
Hallo Leute, willkommen hier, mitten aus der Natur.
And I said that very loud and with my hands, hello people, welcome here to nature. And still that is very famous in YouTube bushcraft videos or community. Everybody knows this sentence. And in the beginning when I did that, people were saying, wow, are you crazy? What's wrong with you? And so on. Then I stopped it. Then they are saying, hey, where is your introducing? Why are you not saying that anymore? So people get used to some things very quickly, but I can understand it because it's energy. You know, you also want to have some energy from videos if you watch them, for sure. So now my videos are more like the energy of calm down and relax. So if you switch on the video, you know, oh, okay, now I can relax. I watch that video and maybe I will sleep then. That happens with me. For example, I like to watch, for example, Nomad Sam. So at the moment he's in Scotland, and he's living together with his dog in a tent, and he's hiking there, living outside, and he's a YouTuber. Very interesting. But mostly I watch his videos on Friday evening, and I'm so tired on Fridays. So I watch a little bit of his videos and then I sleep, because they are so, yeah, they are quiet and good, and then most of the time the next day I watch the rest of the video. But that kind of videos, they really calm me down. Or there's this Finnish man, he's hiking in Lapland. Also very good videos to relax, calm down, not much music, or yeah, no music at all. And that is very, very good. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. YouTube, the beginning of YouTube. And I think, you know, some creators, they have the problem. There are some moose tracks. So let's check that out. So I think there are a few creators that maybe have the same thinking like me sometimes, thinking, okay, content is not good enough, too boring, I have to say it again, and so on and so on. And mostly when I'm at home watching my content, I think, hey, it's good. What was the problem? Why didn't I make more footage? And yeah, most of the time it's the mindset that is an obstacle to make content. And the main thing for a content creator is to create content, to be outside, if you're an outdoor content creator, or travel content creator, whatever, to be outside. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, now we will reach the campsite here in the forest. There's someone making fire. We will see what's going on over there.